Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from the Hive with a plethora of cards that I cannot wait to show you. It has been a busy week here in the Hive, preparing for the Wounded Warrior card making benefit that we have on World Card Making Day, which is this coming Saturday, so not tomorrow, but the day after. And when I flip the camera down, you're gonna see what's all going on. So thank you for your patience. I was just getting everything ready. We worked at it, you guys. We started, what time were we starting today, Judy? At 10, I think. 10. Well, we started, Judy, Jill, and I, and Diane were at 10. But my mom was here at 9, and we were doing shipments, mailings, for about an hour and a half. Yesterday, we shipped out a bunch. We didn't get it all out yesterday, you guys. But Judy, Jill, Annette, Diane, Karen Wetstein, who else was here this week helping with making the cards? I think that was about everybody, right? Yeah. Yeah, we had a great team, you guys, between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A lot of stuff was pre-done. Like my mom cut all the ribbon, Karen Wetstein cut all the designer paper. Rhonda did all the embossing. Tammy and Anna and Karen Forward did all the die cutting. Annette did all the stamping. And so this week was between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day. Like Jill started at 10 o'clock on Wednesday and she left here at 9 o'clock. So it was a full day of stuff. So, all right. Wow, you guys could see my really white clip in my hair. I didn't realize how white that looked. So, but I took your cards from you, Jill, so just 1 second and then you'll have them back. I want to flip the camera down to show you guys what we're doing. So this is what Jill's currently working on. She's almost done. She's got about this many left, right? That many cards. This is the final step on this card is the embellishments. And so she's working on putting on the embellishments. So this is one box, you guys. Okay, that's one card. And there's 60, so we had 80 people signed up for the benefit and 15 of them are attending in person, which means 65 people are not attending in person. So this one is another one ready to go. So like I'll open this up. You can see what somebody's gonna open up their envelope and see what they're gonna get. They're gonna get a beautiful Christmas card, all put together, very nice. So if you can't make it in person for our benefit on Saturday, it's okay. We make up your cards. My team is amazing. They put a lot of love and energy into these cards. And so that's one. Here's another box of 65 ready to go. And this card, I'll pull out any one of these and you're gonna be like, wow, it's so cool. So that one is a hello card for a nature person, a guy, girl, anybody that likes being outdoors. So that's ready to go. And you guys, we currently, I don't believe we have any left. All 80 are accounted for. So that's one card. And Jill, I should have you come grab these because you can stick them back where you had them on the table so that honey doesn't get water on them. And then this one, you guys, this is what we've been working on, you guys, nonstop. So if I haven't replied to your email, your text message, your phone call, this is why. We've been in the thick of it. So here's another little Christmas card that we put together. So 65 of this one also assembled, ready to go. And we've got this one right here, which Jill is still working on this. This needs all the embellishments yet. These are gonna get 3 rhinestones put on them yet. I gotta pull it out right back from here. And then she puts the envelope on it. And so this one opens like that. And yeah, oh, we gotta cut the ribbon yet, Jill. I forgot on this, I never cut the ribbon, so don't put these in envelopes. You can put the gems on, but I have to cut the ribbon at a slant because I'm the pickiest one of them all, you guys. I'm cutting all the ribbon on these cards. So nobody else wants to do it. I mean, they might, but they're afraid that I won't approve. So here's these two. And so you can have that one for the gems. And then the one that Judy worked on designing was this guy right here. This is our extra donation card. So cool. So all of these are full of this card right here, ready for people. It's done. And then we got the insides already decorated too. pretty cool. So if you guys got the extra donation card, that's what it looks like. So I don't believe we made 64 of that one, and I believe they're almost, at this point, they're all accounted for. Because when I showed them off on Saturday, I had people that didn't say they originally wanted it, then they wanted it. So that's perfect. So here's this back, Judy. Thank you. You want to take that one too? That goes over by Jill. And so you guys, all in a nutshell, these are the 5 cards that we're making up for the benefit this go around. Oh, I got the embellishments here, Jill, for the rhinestones for that one card. So these are the 5 cards that we made up. And so anybody who donated for the benefit, these are the 5 you're going to get. If you did the extra $5, you'll also get this one. So very pretty. Thanks, Judy. So yeah, so that's honestly from basically Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock until basically right now even, or they're still working a little bit left on the final stages. So with that being said, there's one thing that I didn't have on my radar, but it is on my radar, but there's one thing I didn't make time on my radar to get accomplished because when we're here working on, we kitted up 3 classes this week. So Monday afternoon, my mom was here, and Diane was here too. We kitted up the monthly class, we kitted up Let's Just Stamp. On Tuesday, we kitted up Fun Folds. So, yeah, if you do the math on that, you guys. So not only make it, so how many cards was it, Jill? Did you figure out 390? 389 cards we made. And then for kitting up, you guys, 96 times 4. I got to do some math here really quick just to show you, like, we've been busy. 384. Okay, and then we had 40, and then we had 60, and times 3 plus, so 300, and then times 4 plus 300. We kitted up 684 cards too. And then on top of it, almost 90% of them are mailed. There's a few that are still here yet because I had made deals with people that if they're doing the card benefit or if they're doing the retro swap and they want a card kit or class mailed, then it would mail out next week. But most of that stuff is mailed out. So Shirley Vanderboomer, I'm looking here. Like, I've got your order in, but I just haven't told you a total yet. So you guys, thank you so much for your patience. Yep, Laura, I believe you're signed up. And I think you've already asked me once if you were signed up, and we've already confirmed that. So write it down on your book, girlfriend. So that would help me. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure, Laura, you signed up. I don't remember if you signed up for the extra card or not. That I can't tell you off the top of my head. But thank you guys. We talked about last week and we talked about it the week before that this Fun Folds class was not, it's always been on the calendar, but with being in Maryland for vacation, coming back and doing the escape. And then the first thing I did the week after the escape was get the cards designed. My team needed a week. The deal always was that you guys wouldn't have your cards in time for class tonight. So I think that the only person possibly that I know of, and if you got your kits, I mailed out some yesterday. So if you're local to me or near me, you may have your Fun Folds cards for tonight. Or if you're Mary Carls, who stopped at my mom's house and picked hers up today, you might have your cards to make along with me at class tonight. But otherwise, everybody, this is a weird class because nobody really has their cards, and I never wrote the PDF yet. There is a PDF coming, but you guys, it's here. I can't focus on writing at the same time that I have a room of people here helping me. And then my mom also shipping packages at the same time. So I didn't write the tutorial yet for this class. I know, Shirley, don't hurry to tell you how much you owe, right? that works for me if it works for you, right? I'm just crazy nervous. I always take extra. So now you're making me nervous, Laura, if you signed up for class or not. I was pretty sure that you were, so thank you guys all for your patience. We know that you love Fun Folds. And so we actually have, I would say 95 people signed up for this class. I have one person and one set of cards that I've said that you're possibly going to get them if I haven't forgotten to write somebody down on my class list, because to kit up 4 of these Fun Folds would take an hour or an hour and a half, where I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I don't have, hi Jay, I don't have any left is what I'm saying at the moment. So yay. All right. So hi, Cindy Rentry. I just want to do a quick shout out to everybody who's here. Hi, Susan Bellamy. There's Sandy Wicklander. Lots of purple hearts. Yay. Hi, Angelique. There's Hildy. Yeah, my girls are here. You saw, I don't know if you saw. Did Judy leave or is she? Oh, Judy, yeah, you guys. So Judy was here. Jill's still here working on. Is your goal to get those embellishments done, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, she's got a card, so about 800 cards left that she's putting embellishments on. Hi, Randy. Hi, Dawn. I am looking forward to tonight's class too. You guys are in for a treat. We had this class yesterday twice, and the girls loved the fun folds.
Oh my God, so cute.
Jill said, "Oh my goodness, so cute. I love it." Hi, Cindy Runtree. There's Mary Lemke. Mary Lemke, I cut out 3 sets of your queen bee wings for you today, and I made sure to put them in your package for your door prize. That was my deal with you. So just so you know, your package got dropped off at about 5:45 tonight. No, 4:45. There's hi Linda Scott. Hi Randy. Hi Becky. There's Karen Wetstein. Karen on the radar. I have to write. I have to say I have to because I have to, right? I shouldn't say I get to, but I should say I get to, but I'm going to say I have to, right? The tutorials, that's what's on my radar for tomorrow morning, you guys. So there are 2 classes. One is tonight's class. One is tomorrow's class, the translucent florals. I have not written either of those tutorials, right? I can't, I could it's going to take me about 4 hours, I think, to write both of those tutorials. And so my goal is to do that tomorrow morning, is to get them written. Karen's listening, and then I'll send them out. So again, I can't thank you guys enough for your patience with that. I can't make everything happen. If I have somebody that wants to volunteer to write my tutorials, or we work out a deal, I would love it. Calling out my friends. Does anybody like to write tutorials? Even just putting the measurements and the supplies in there, and I can write out the instructions. Like, that's fine. But oh my gosh, you guys, it's like writing a paper every week, or sometimes 3 times a week. So anyways, just being honest. Hi, Sherry Everett. Hi, Ethel King. There's Jean Terwilliger. Hi, Jeannie Parker. Hi, Sandy Suetta. Sandy, your packages went out today too. Hi, Anita Myers. There's Melanie Foy. Hi, Deb Norman and Linda Kester. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. Hi, Deanna Stell. Yay. There's Vicki Eakins. A lot of you girls have packages going out. Sherry Martin, hello. Hi, Feline. It was a beautiful, oh, hello to all the beautiful ladies in the Hive, Deb says. Oh, yeah, they say hi back. Jill's the only bee left here. So, thanks for sharing, everybody. I appreciate it. There's Donna Grushki. Did I get my hair cut? No, I actually didn't. If I have it all twisted, and nope, it's definitely, it's there. It's long. Nope, it's there. It's in my way though all the time. So I don't leave it. I just twisted it around, and then I put it in this very obvious white clip with my dark hair. So, oh yeah. All right. Who else do we have? I wish I would have, yeah, so Karen Wetstein was here, you guys, on Tuesday. She was one of our helpers, and next time we do a benefit, she's going to take some more days off, she said, to come help us. You guys, they did a fabulous job. When you get these cards, you're not going to get, like, I don't want to say half-assed, but I want to say, like, you're not going to get crap. Like, the cards are amazing. The gals did a fabulous job. Everybody is on quality control. We don't have crookedness. We don't have frayed lines. We don't have stamped halos. Like, they are pristine, these cards. So you guys will not be disappointed when you get them. So, who else do we have here? Hi, Deanne Dawn. And there's Christy Wiltshire. So Christy had a question, you guys. I might as well answer this really quick. Christy, I didn't get him. I was going to give you a call back with regards to your email, but Christy asked about when she placed her order about signing up for a class in November. And that is okay. So you guys, when you place an order with me using my host code, so let's see here. This is kind of crooked. We'll get it going back right there. So if you place an order on my online store, so like through Stampin' Up, and you use my host code, and let's say the order is over $45, you can pick out a free class. And how it works is you can pick out a free class in the current month or next month. So I believe, Christy, you were questioning a class that I have in November. And it's like, yep, you can. You can pick out next month, this month, or anything from the past with an order. The only exception of the rule is if you're ordering the promotional bundle that I am featuring for my Sweet Bundle class. If you want to buy the Winter Magic or Magic Meadow or whatever that Winter Magic set is, that's in the catalog, and that's for December's class, but it's the promotion that you're trying to take advantage of to get the free paper, then you could place that order anytime. Even if it's like on September 6th when the catalog launched, you could have bought in each of the featured suites, or bundles I should say, for those suite classes, and you'd be good. So I think that will answer your question, Christy, that you had one of the classes you picked out from November. And anybody else too, if you're newer to me and you don't know how that works, I just don't bank orders into the far, far future. I bank them for a month in advance, basically. So there, that like I'm trying to answer the question, and I'll confirm on your email which class that we can get you signed up for. Hi, Becky Rohr. Hi, Nedra. Oh, there's Carmen Sanders. You have a happy meal coming today too. You want a stamp set and dies from the escape, and it's finally going in the mail. Yay! So, hi Susan Wormley and Susan too. I don't know if you caught this from the beginning, but Susan was asking me about where the PDF for this class was and why the cards haven't arrived yet when normally they have. And you guys, this was my deal. Hi, Catherine Healy. This was my deal with the fun folds. It's very, I think maybe the second time only that I didn't get cards mailed out in time. And I was ready to cancel the class. About 3 weeks ago, I was going to be like, well, let's not do this class. Let's skip it. But you guys said it's okay. They don't have to be here before the live. You guys are like going to be patient. So I really do appreciate that because everybody gets fun folds now because of it. So perfect. Awesome. So, so lots going on, you guys. Today is officially, well, so Monday, you guys, it doesn't even feel like I had class on Monday night. We did ink, paper, scissors with All About Autumn, and that feels like it was already 2 weeks ago. And so it's crazy. So we could have done the drawings for all my monthly stuff for September on Monday, but I was not prepared for it. But I am prepared for it today, you guys. We were able to pull the class card challenge names for September. We were able to pull the monthly creative challenge names. We were able to we were able to pull the VIPs from my VIP group, all those people who shared my video, which reminds me, I need to make a post about sharing the October showcase, post October showcase video in VIPs. I didn't do that yet, so I got to do that. So what happens is I have a private Facebook group called Cards by Christine VIPs. I share all my swap cards in there. We do birthday recognitions. I do a drawing for a half off bundle once a month. And to get in on that, it's sharing my October showcase video, which I did this past Saturday. And so, we're going to do that drawing tonight to see who wins a half off bundle. People often, when they hear I have a VIP group, they wonder, well, how do you get in there? Well, a couple different ways. One is if you are a customer who purchases product from me, you can be invited. I don't stay up in tune with, like, I have a new customer, they place an order with me, go add them to the VIP group. It's one of those things as a monthly basis, when I mention the VIP group, like, I try to remember to add you, but you also help me keep you in there, or get you added, because once I say there's a VIP group, then I usually have about 5 people that reach out to me and say, well, I just placed an order, can I be in your VIP group? And it's like, yep, just make sure we're friends on Facebook and tell me that you'd like to be invited, or ask me to be invited, and I'll get you invited. And that's usually how that works. So there's all the swap cards, all the swaps that I ever do. Kelly photographs every one of them, and we put them in files in there. So there's lots of inspiration in the swap card section of that VIP group. And so I do a drawing once a month for somebody to win a half off bundle. And so we're going to do that drawing. And then I also picked the names. We did the drawings because the top fan is stupid. I can't run a list. So we just randomly picked the top fans for the month of September, and we'll announce those winners. So we're going to do all of that and pick out some door prize winners, a door prize winner for class tonight. We'll probably pick 2 because we have a very, very big class. Hi, Deanna Fulbright. So I can't remember which one you won. And you know what, Carmen? I can't either. We packaged that up today, and the card class, the Fun Folds card kit was sitting on top of it, so I never moved them off to the side to see what you won. I honestly can't remember either. So that's how that goes, you guys. It's all a very good kind of busy is what's happening this week. We came out of the creative escape, and then we shipped all the boxes within like a day. And then we rolled right into getting everything for September, like out the door and kitted, and then preparing for the retro swap. I got to show you guys a picture. Preparing for the retro swap, which all the cards are in except for, I think, one is set to arrive tomorrow. And we're like, the plan, all week we've been taking time to go through all of the cards to make sure there's 24 in each one. They're all in a clear plastic envelope. They all have the insides matted and stamped, and that they're all using retired Stampin' Up! Product. We do make an exception or two if somebody uses a current product, but that's what we worked on all week as well. And then the benefit cards. So yeah, how do I find the time to participate in my own card swaps? Exactly. Yeah. It will be a surprise, Carmen. Yeah, you guys, I don't know. A lot of people say that there's so much. How do you get it done? I have an amazing community of people around me that help. So that's how I get it done. I was going to show you guys really quick what we're doing tomorrow. This class was supposed to be on Tuesday, the 3rd. I did move it out to, I moved it out to tomorrow once I knew that we were going to be in here all day working on the benefit cards. But this is the translucent florals class that's coming up tomorrow. It was the quarterly order-based class that if you're a customer to me, it's free with a $45 order. But if you're on my team, Deanne Dawn. Yeah, Deanne, I did get your card. And you know what the amazing thing is, Deanne, is you're not signed up for the retro spot party, but somebody else could not fulfill their requirements. And so you were able to get in on one of the groups. Yay. So I was going to take a minute to give you a call sometime to tell you that. And now here you are, and I could tell you that your cards arrived and they're going to be included. Yay, because a couple people got busy and they couldn't fulfill it. So yay, I do breathe. Ask Jill today. We sat down for lunch and I took a really deep breath and I'm like, it feels so good to just sit and eat some food and not think. So your top, you top is a beautiful color. Thank you, Laura. So this is I got this shirt. It says here, wrong side. It says, be happy. I got this shirt from Deb Norman, one of my Be Happy stampers. So yay. So yes, so Deanne, good news for you. Your card's going to be included in the swap. So, and I had somebody else that, that wasn't signed up for the swap, but she was able to make 24 cards and fill in for somebody that couldn't. Somebody had signed up for 2 groups and couldn't do either of them. And so Deanne and Nicole are filling in for them. So you guys, if you're a customer, you can place an order to get this class for free with a $45 order. If you're on my team, you have the option, because my Be Happy stampers, they get the option of either placing an order or they can buy the class and order from themselves. So I do it like a little team perk if they want to or order through themselves. So Jeannie Parker, it's funny that you say that. You wish you could be here to help. I so many people, I think Luann Bartling was just on the phone with me and she's like, I wish I lived closer. I would help you. And I'm like, I think a lot of you guys, if you live closer, we would have an army here all the time and we'd even do more than right, Jill? If we had more help, we'd probably do more things. And that's just how it goes. So, okay. So she's just laughing, you guys. Oh, so she's doing a sigh. She's doing a sigh. I think I'm stretching the group a little bit thin right now with everything we did. So you guys, this one is tomorrow, in case you're wondering. And then next week, Thursday, a week from tonight on the 12th, we're doing this class live, which is the monthly class featuring these 3 cards. There's still time to get kits for these, you guys, if you want to. Next week, Monday, you guys, we're doing the Rustic Crate class. So this will be at 1 o'clock on Monday, the 9th. I just realized we have class Friday, Monday, and then Thursday is the monthly. And then the following Thursday, you guys, on the 19th, we have the Merry, Bold, and Bright. I don't know which one of these cards I like the best, but they're all so fun, cheerful, the non-Christmassy color cards. I think I love this one. I'm not the blue team between team blue and green, go for it. I actually like these bulbs a lot, and how we did the packaging tape on the paper is so cool. Very cool. Emily Buska, I owe you that, because I've done that in the past and I hadn't done it again. And when you mentioned to me about putting packaging tape, I'm like, oh, I've done that before. And then I was right in the mix of ready to design this class and I remembered it, and these have packaging tape on them. It's so cool. So so these are your Merry, Bold, and Bright cards. You guys only need sentiments and some sort of a mask to go back there. So yeah, so fun cards, you guys, coming up for you for the next 3 weeks. And then right after that, we have the Garden Walk ink, paper, scissors. So this is what's on the docket, you guys, for the month of October. And so lots of good stuff. Please register early to make sure you get the card kits if you want card kits. Again, you guys, all the time I do a YouTube live class is free to watch. There's no cost if you want to watch what I'm doing. There is a cost though if you want to get the kits mailed to you. And generally the kits mail out about 6 days in advance. So like on a Thursday class, I usually mail them by the Friday before. On a Monday class, they get mailed out. But everything has been a little bit chaotic with shipping and class kitting since we came out of the escape. So the blue and the green is pretty, yes. Yeah, I'm just reading some comments really quick. So yeah, lots and lots and lots. So you guys, so I would have to say before I even had the fun folds cards designed last week, Monday, you guys, I think that these were designed last Monday. My helpers had everything in hand by Tuesday for die cutting and embossing, and we kitted them up on Tuesday. So just like from 96 sets, all right? So crazy. Karen Wetstein too had everything cut. You guys, we made it happen. That generally they're mailed out before the class, but only like a day before. So before class cards were even shared, you guys, 40 people were signed up. Just blows my mind. And now we're already at like about 94, and I have one to spare. But if I accidentally miss signing somebody up, that's there. So I want to give it a day or two before I would throw that card up. You guys will know by Saturday if I have a card kit available for this class. I always email. On the Saturday after my Thursday class, I always publish an email to go live at like 11:30 to 12 o'clock. And it usually has the link in there. I shouldn't say usually. It always has the YouTube link. And it always has, if there's a PDF for sale, it has the PDF store where you can go find it in my store easily. And then I always put in there, I do or I do not have card kits left for this class. So if you don't get emails from me, I strongly encourage you to go to my website, cardsbycrispy.com, and go to the section that actually has on here to subscribe to my emails. So if you go to cardsbycrispy.com and you click on my events link, like underneath right here where you see the yellow shirt, then underneath there's some scrolly things, and then sign up for my emails. If you sign up for my emails, you will get emails from me when I email about classes and everything in the middle. So you can always unsubscribe whenever you want. So you guys, you saw the big conglomeration of purple ink. That's how I keep track of everything. And so I want to do a special call out to everybody who signed up for this class with me and is registered. You guys are what keep me going with taking my classes, buying kits or placing orders to get the card class for free. This class was free with a $45 order, or you could have paid for it. It was $18 plus shipping. We had 18 people that came in person between yesterday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So you guys, we did a lot for this one, full house. So I'm going to go through roll call. If you're here and you want to say hi, I'd love to hear that you're here with us now. So Deb Norman, message me that right now if you can. You probably will. Send me an instant message or email me, whatever you want. But you would be up on the top of the list because there might have been somebody else too that is on the wait list. But you guys, the funny story with this is, I'm going to show you something that happened here. We have, I typed numbers in here, and then I went from 33 all the way up to 34. Well, my 34 looked like a 9. So I went from 34 to 40. And what happens with that is that there's actually 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. There were actually 6 people that were on the wait list for this class that I was able to get a hold of and say, hey, by the way, I have a card class for you. Like, I can help you out. If you were somebody that I said that I had said originally no to, and I missed saying no to you, please, and Deb, you might have been one of them that said, hey, I'll take one if you have one extra, and I would definitely make sure that you'd be on the top of the list. Hi, Anna Schaffer. So fortunately, I was able to help out 6 people with that. So super cool. That's me and my bad numbering system. So I'm going to do a shout out and say hi to everybody who's registered for this class, because I want to personally thank them for taking this class. So everybody whose name, you're amazing. Thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate it. First on the list, Jenna Helms, Ramona Culp, Susan Bellamy, Sandy Wicklander, Jeannie Parker, Sherry Everett, Shirley Malarkey, Angela Knutson, Donna Grushke, Tammy Steckling, Linda Grady, Gwen Petroshek, Debbie Schultz, Barbara Rudolph, Pat Fleming, Vicky Rodriguez, Debbie Gass, Lynn Beasley, Deanne Dawn, Susan Wormley, Connie Moore, Ruth Nicholson, Linda Hunt, Laura Sullivan, Julie Hilsman, Hildy Vilches, Sherry Stewart, Patty Wright, Karen Woods, Sheila Roberts, Lisa LaFramboy, Luann Bartling, Deanna Fulbright, Leslie McMinn, Alina Crossan, Mary Jo Stoll, Feline Mays, Pamela Leahy, Pat Detlefson, Sarah Mitchell, Sherry Martin, Nedra Dover, Dawn Ablett, Becky Schlossnagel, Carolee Crabb, Melanie Hao, Deanna Stell, Jean Terwilliger, Beverly Smith, Mary Lemke, Melody Miller, Latokia Trigg, Karen Stagg, Joanne Kahn, Bonnie Gravlin, Sandy Suetta, Penny Powell, Sharon Davis, Becky Gandolfo, Tina Bean, Linda Scott, Randy Schultz, Carolyn Ketchmark, Millie Kindle, Helen Chase, Nancy Billets, I should say fancy Nancy Billets, Karen Wetstein, Angelique McClendon, Mary Sykes, Wendy Kruger, Kat Fronick, who just called me. I bet she's having a hard time finding where we are live. Carmen Sanders, Janice Ormiston, Bonnie Kemen, Cheryl Thomas, and Mary Carls. So the last like 5 or 6 people were originally people I had to say no to, and then I was very happy and delighted to call them back and tell them, I have a set of cards for you if you still want it. So super excited about that. What we'll do, you guys, later on after class is done, what we will do is we will go through and do a door prize drawing for anybody who placed an order to get the class for free. We'll do that. I'm just pulling some numbers down here right away, just so that it was working a little bit ahead. Like, see if I can write some numbers down already. So we got 14 so far on one side, but we'll keep writing numbers and then we'll do a door prize drawing later. Okay, so I forgot I signed up. So glad I'm catching you. Yay, yes, Mary, you did catch me. You did sign up a little bit later. So technically, you guys, this is our launch party. You got a couple little gifts from me, and they're included with your fun fold. So usually with a launch party, I like to put a little treat in, like a little candy treat. And I actually did, because the card that you're making for the Halloween card, actually I put a piece of candy in. And so you can put that candy in for your card. And then also you get a little candle, a little light for your illuminating card. And so those are like my little party favor gifts for you guys. It's hard to believe that the holiday mini catalog already launched. Here, I'm going to bring the catalog here. This is really what we're celebrating tonight, is the launch of the new mini catalog. But you guys, when the catalog went live was the day that I left for Maryland. The catalog went live on September 6th at 1 a.m. At 1 a.m. until 3:30 a.m. I was putting all the orders in that I needed to for the escape, and then we got on a plane at 5:45. So it was a crazy launch day for me. And then went to Maryland, came back, did the escape, came back, had like 5 to 12 classes, I can't remember how many, and now we're into this week. And so it's been about a month and a week already that this catalog is live. And so this is called the holiday catalog. It's got all the holiday product in it. The sweets are always listed in the front. I have not officially made the scavenger hunt yet, but be on the lookout for that next week. I had committed to Randy that after this week was under my belt, we would work on getting the scavenger hunt ready and sent out to you guys, and you'd still have a good period of time to work on it. There are things that are currently out of stock in the catalog, which like this ribbon, the stars, that Old Holy Night paper just came back. There are things that are out of inventory, but if you're ever curious, if you're not a demonstrator, because demonstrators can look at the inventory status report and find out when stuff is coming back. But if you're not a demonstrator and you're wondering like, when are the speckled dots coming back in, or when are like these ribbons coming back in, you can reach out to me. I would be happy to tell you that like that's October 23rd. These are something like the 9th of November. There's different time frames on stuff. So just know that a lot of it's available, but there are some consumable stuff from this back area here that are not available at the moment, but they are coming back. I think the only thing that's gone for good, I think we talked about it, right? The bats and the ghosts we talked about. They are out, you guys. Sadly, they're not replenishing the inventory for that because it's kind of, by the time they would receive more stock, Halloween's past us. They don't want to be sitting on a whole bunch of inventory, would be my guess. So yes, Mary Sykes, you were definitely one of the lucky ones that got a no and then a yes. I think it was like the last 8 people, or we ended up making 10 more kits actually. We were only forecasting for 86, you guys, but then I call after I sent all my helpers the numbers. I called everybody back and I said, can we do 10 more? And so we went from 86 to 96, you guys. And so, oh, and they were like, yep, we can do it. So yeah, all right. So let me just show you guys really quick the cards that we're going to be making tonight. And we've got, this is the illuminating card. So I want to thank Jay Shante for bringing this card to my attention. I've done a card like this in the past, but it's been a little while. And so everybody got a light like this. Okay. Hopefully my mom packaged them as best as she could. I was very like super anal about like, Mom, I don't want the candle like bending any of the cardstock. I don't want it bending the envelopes. And she did her best to like kind of what I think she did. She told me she did, and she showed me. She tried to like sandwich this light so that it was kind of like between here like this. And so it was resting with the envelopes. Like this guy, she had these flat like this. And what she tried to do was put this in like your package like this so that it was kind of protected in there. But she didn't have them on, right? But so I want to show you, like this is what you guys are going to get from me in your package. You're going to get basically this is the card class. So you know, no, this is not my largest class ever, you guys. That's a good question. The Fun Folds class that I did last holiday at the same time, we did 108. We did 96, and then I think we added on 16 more, if that's 100, yeah, or 12 more, whatever that is. So 108 is my largest class, and it was a Fun Folds last year. So yeah, Angel and both Carmen were both lucky ducks that got in. So this card right here, we're going to do this here momentarily. So this is a super cool one. It fits like this, and it's got, people loved the candle. So I got these off of Amazon, you guys. I got a box of 100 of them because we kitted up 96, plus I needed some of my sample ones. So I can't remember if it was like 15 bucks for 100 of them. So everybody got a candle. I went with the soft yellow glow, so that would look really cool in this card. So that's one we're going to do. And then this one, so this was Jay Shante. She gave me the inspiration for this card right here. We had our creative escape a couple weeks ago, and she had copied this or cased it from Gail Ellis, who is in Australia. So thank you indirectly to Gail Ellis. This one, you guys, I gotta go. These are the next three cards, and I want to share with you how the inspiration came for all of these cards real quick. Where do I have them? That's the question.
Do you have the original for this one?
I have them all.
Okay.
I have all the originals. Yep, they're sitting over by me. Do you need it?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I just can't
Oh,
remember what you
yep.
want.
I get what you're saying. You want, here they are. Look at these, the Jill really quick, you guys. Here's all of them.
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember where.
Yeah, where to put the diamonds. It's okay. All right, so. You guys, I didn't drink enough water today. Okay, so this inspiration came from Jay Shante. Now this inspiration for this guy right here, you guys, Feline Mays from Oregon, sent this card for her swap for the Autumn Creative Escape. And so I definitely, Feline, I think you're watching, I definitely cased your card. I asked you if I could, and you said, sure thing. And so that's how I ended up with this bad boy over here. Same layout, you guys, but I used different papers, and I used some of the same die cuts, but I changed it around slightly. So, but I just wanted to say thank you to Feline for your inspiration. You really helped me out with this one. And then this one, I wanted to thank Sherry Everett. Sherry Everett had this card that she used for one of the escape cards as well. Super cool. So I cased Sherry's card here. And this uses a lot of the Garden Walk suite of products. And so thank you to Sherry Everett. With that, you guys are going to be getting this card for your class today. So that's where that one came from, the idea. Just layout same, just use different product. And then this one, Deb Norman, we were thinking that this is yours. For some reason, I don't have a Post-it note on the back of it, but I received this card. And I think if I had to guess, it was Deb Norman's from a team swap party back in January of this year, actually. So Deb, if that was yours, or if it's not Deb's, if it's somebody else's, you're definitely helping me out by reminding me who sent it to me. But I saved it because I'm like, I'd never done a layout like that. And I'm like, that's a fun fold. So you guys get this card tonight for what we're doing for your card for class. So I don't know if this has a name to it, but all in all, these are the 4 cards I wanted to share with you guys where credit is due, that where I didn't come up with the layouts by myself, but I definitely cased them and came out with other things. That's what it's all about. So we are going to get started. You guys also, for those that got mailing, oh, Deb Norman, it wasn't yours. Okay, well then, I know you picked that Valentine's Day suite, I think was your suite, or like what you picked for the thing. I don't know. For some reason, I had it in my head you made some Valentine's Day cards. So you guys, for anybody that got the mailed option, Judy Immel wrapped all of your candy into a little cellophane bag. So in case it got hot or it melted or it opened up, it would be protected. And so you got a little purple grape Laffy Taffy. And that's because the grape ones, the purple ones look the best in here. In my mind, purple looked best, right? I gotta make sure you guys can hear me because somebody tried calling me and it tried to come through. So, Jill, do you have Bonnie's contact information? Bonnie Lesbrance? You don't? Okay. Because she was just trying to call and she wants to bring over all the raffle baskets. I was going to tell you I'm live. Hi, Bobby McPherson. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Okay, so you guys get the kits like this. And just so you know, one card is going to come like this, like with the DSP like this, because the DSP was too big and I wasn't about ready to fold it all. We just stuck it in your envelope like that. But we were talking about these little slips, you guys. When you get a class like this from me, I'll have your name on here and the name of the class and then the date. That's super important. Do not ever throw this away. Oh, here comes Hunky, you guys. Yay! He's saying hi, guys. I just want you guys to know I'm here. So he's going through. He's not very graceful, you guys. So I'm gonna make sure, there he goes. Okay, keep going, Buster. Don't fall down. Keep these, because if you have the date of the class and you need to find the video, I always reference that. I haven't done it for this class yet, but if you go to my class that was September 21st, like I always have, you can catch the replay for the class on YouTube by clicking here. So if you go to my events calendar with the day of the class here, you can always find the YouTube link very easily. Perfect. So I think we're okay with the volume. Never lost it. Okay, I got an error message that came up on my screen, and I was a little bit nervous for a moment that you guys would lose connectivity. Yes, sweet Hunky. Okay, so you guys, so Angelique, his name is Hunky, yep, and she said sweet Hunky. You know what they were calling him today? Tank, right? I think tank, because he's a tank. Like, he's about 9 pounds. We weighed him last night. He's about 9 pounds, and he's like a tank. I need what you, I don't know. So, all right. We've got the cards. We're going to start. I'm just trying to figure out, you guys, which one should we start with? They're all fun folds, you guys. So this is going to be a little bit more intense of a class. Do you want a warmer upper, or do you want to just get right into it and get the meat and the potatoes? Like this one, I think is the most, this one was, I think, the most challenging for everybody last night. If I had the pinwheel card is what I would say. There's not a lot of stamping on this. There's a sentiment here on the outside. There's some foliage that I stamped there. And then the surprise is when you open this up that you have the inside. And so I'm going to teach you how to fold this so that you're successful with it. And that's very carefully gets put underneath there. So in your kit here, you have a piece of designer paper. Now, the paper I used is Shining Brightly, and there's different patterns, you guys. So, like this pattern right here was stripes. This one's holly. There was one more pattern. Let me go get the other patterns that you had to choose from. 1 second. All right, so I just want to share that this is the Shining Brightly paper, which is one of the new online exclusives, and it is very pretty foily on one side and then on a regular paper on the other side. And so people got the holly, which looks like this, and it has polka dots, so that's one pattern you got. Somebody might have gotten the one with the diamonds with the ornaments is another pattern. And then somebody might have gotten the stripes, right? So because I gave everybody a 6x6, I could only get 4 of these out of one 12x12 sheet. But because I could use 3 patterns from the pack, it allowed me to use more, right? So just so you know, you might have any one of these 3 patterns, okay? And then on top of it, the other thing that was interchangeable, you could either have these X's or you might have the like the foliage going on the side. So you would either have one or the other. So just so you know, everybody's is going to be potentially different. All right, so that's that. And then how we got to do this though. We're going to take the bone folder and we're going to burnish these. And you have to, so one of them's already folded for you. I did that so that it would fit in your kit. All right, and there's that one. I think I might have done. And then this one. And so what this is, it starts off at 6x6, you guys. 6x6. And I've scored it at 1.5 from each side. So 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Each, it's 1.5, and that gives you a 3-inch square in the middle. Now what you have to do is you want to take your scissors and you want to cut just on the inside of the score line. So I see a score line here, and it's probably really hard to see in the camera, but I don't want to cut on the right side of the score line. I want to always cut on the inside of the score line. So on this case, it'd be to the left of the score line, because ultimately I want the score line to be off of here. Now on this side, I want to be just on the right of the score line, the inside, again, and cut that. Now you're going to flip the paper, and you're going to do the same thing. You ultimately need to take out the middle, or like the square. All right, so now we're going to do on the inside. So you guys, this is going to be a really good one. You're going to watch this video so that you know how to make these cards versus like getting the kits and like jumping in this way. You see what you need to do, and then when you go to make your cards, you're gonna be like, yep, I know what to do. Or you can refer back to a certain section of the video to rewatch it. I will be creating the PDF tutorial. I knew that since I first mailed out or had the kits available yesterday, that the tutorial was an after, it's like a after doing, right? So I knew that it needed to get done, but I wasn't gonna try to stress about getting it done before class. So, because nobody really had their kits. These are extra. I'm sure you could make something pretty with them if you want. They're like little squares basically. You can save them and make something pretty, or give them away, or do whatever you want with them. So then now, the easiest way that I found to do this is you take one, you're making it like where you tuck in a box. So take one, the other. Now if you find that these buckle at all, that means you need to trim off a little bit more, because you want to be able to fold these down and they don't buckle. Okay, so now that you have like the box, and then this guy ultimately, he gets put underneath here, and this is what I mean by like folding the box top. So that's not quite, you just got to kind of MacGyver it back so that it lays flat, because you ultimately want this to be able to lay flat. All right, so now we've got our box. Now that tells me that this one, this one, this one, and this, so that's what need to get folded back to make this kind of pinwheel look. But I wouldn't do it while it's in this shape. But I did it like this so I know which ones need to go. So I'm always doing the one on my right, okay? So I'm gonna take and put my nail. I have a nail. If you don't have a nail, figure out something. But I put my nail there to act as where it needs to, so it doesn't rip it. And then can burnish that. So that one's the one on the right. And now you're gonna do that same one here. I put my nail here because it helps so that it gets a good starting point. Like this. And then this next one, put my nail here so it knows where exactly to bend. If you don't have a nail, you can put your bone folder there. And then the last one here, same thing, I put my nail right there. All right. Okay. So now that we have these all burnished and folded, we'll be able to put one down, this one down, this one down, and then this goes down in that little corner. That will ultimately tuck in under there, but I'm gonna wait to do it until I'm done with the card. But I hope that made sense. for how to do this. All right, so these are my extra ones. I'm gonna move those out of the way so I don't get them confused. And now in your kit, now we can go to the rest of what's in your kit. So, got a white envelope here with all the other bits and parts in here. And so we've got Mossy Meadow. Yay, Connie Moore's finally here. And so many appointments, I get it. You guys be careful when you open this up, you're gonna find 3 little gems. They're actually neutral sequins. I'm gonna set mine right here. So you've got white ones. So there's either too big and a small or too small and a big. And I'm just gonna set those there so I don't lose them. And then you have a strip in here. Now this strip is for your sentiment. So we'll stamp that in a bit. You have 2 panels here that are embossed with the Distress Tile embossing folder. It's such a pretty embossing folder. Is he sick? Oh, he's sick. Oh, off the paper. Put it on the floor maybe. Oh. Yeah, let's put that right in the garbage. Yep. Oh, yep. Okay, hang on, guys. I'll let him get it out. Yep. Oh, I should have put that in the other one. Oh well. Here. We'll just rip this off of here. Is he still going? Yep. Let's let him get it out. Yep. He usually goes about 4 times, and that's his 4th time. Okay. You better, baby? Thank you for cleaning that up. Oh, you guys, Hunky got sick. I think he ate too much. Oh, kitten. Oh, one more time. Oh, you guys. Poor Hunky. That was probably the last one, Jill. Oh, I'm glad you were here to help him. So you guys, Hunky has this tendency of overeating, and he has been throwing up when he overeats. So, yeah. Okay, he looks better now, though. Good. Oh, hi, Shelly. You guys, you got to experience my cat getting sick with me. Okay. All right. So back to this. We have here the the Distress Tile on the cherry cobbler. Very pretty. Call out to Rhonda Ayers. She did the embossing for that. These are, you're either going to have one or the other of these. So I think I did this one and this one, so I'll make this card be with these then, because they'll be the opposite so you guys can see both. You'll have 2 little 1/4-inch strips of cherry cobbler. You guys, Karen Weston cut all these for you guys. Oh my God. Okay, then you have your Mossy Meadow mat here, and then he's like, Mom, I need to go to sleep, take a nap. This guy goes right here on this. It's a mat. This will be your white mat for the inside, okay? So that's where that goes. And then you'll have 4 white columns here. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4. They are the 4 for 2 back here and then the 2 on the inside. And we stamp them with some foliage. Okay. Hey, buddy, you want love, don't you? So you've got a little bit of stamping on these and then this. Now, how do you fold this? There's Chris. I think it was Annette Rollin that scored all this, you guys. Just like you said, the only reason this all happened, you guys, is because my helpers helped get this all done. So score. So there's a bunch of different scores, and none of it is burnished. So this one will go like that. Let's fold this one back like this. And then we're going to bring this one in this way. And we're going to flip this one this way. So ultimately, these kind of go interchangeable, but it looks like this. You're folding like up, caw, right? So you've got like bat wings over on the side here. All right. So there's a decision you guys have to make. And I think I'm going to show you, like, this is one way. So this red, the cherry cobbler DSP, is the same size as the embossed on the inside. So I'm going to glue it the opposite for you here, though. And then you can figure out what you like better. So this top here is actually the top of the card, even though it's the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the glue on these embossed pieces like this. And we're going to put, I know the trees. Some people were like, I want the trees, but they're going the wrong way. Well, you'll have that because the other side, we liked the lines going horizontal. So I'm going to do the card different than my sample. this time I'm going to glue the embossed piece and put it on the outside here. So like this. Like that. And then when we open it, that's where you're going to see the designer series paper. Okay. So we liked the horizontal striping versus vertical. Then we also have these two strips here. We might as well glue these down as well. Very thin line of liquid glue right through the middle there. Hi, Penny Powell, late. Better late than never, we say. All right, so that's gonna go right here. One's for that side, and one is for the other side. Okay, if one is slightly wider than the other, you guys, it's okay. It was really hard to get it exactly a 1/4 inch. And so some might be a hair over, some might be a hair under. The other thing we can glue is this, right? This designer series paper. You're just going to put adhesive on the back square section. And then that is gonna go onto this square mat. So I'm just gonna get this so I have a square. So the mossy is actually like slightly bigger than 3, like 3 1/4 or 3 3/16 square. And the DSP then folds to be 3 by 3. All right, so we got a lot of prepping done here, but we could get some stamping done here. So we need to pull in the stamp set. It's called, thank you, Jill. It's called Classic Christmas. And it looks like this. That is where the pine bough kind comes from. We've got this and the tidings of comfort and joy. And we put happy holidays on the outside here. And let's grab our scratch piece of paper and our piercing mat, because these are photopolymer stamps. So we want a little extra cushion down here. The colors of ink we're doing are Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow. Hi, Cindy Reed from Canada. Yay. All right, so this is a long strip, you guys. This is basically just a scrap from when you cut mats down, when you cut your 5 1/4 by 4 mats down. We're just stamping happy holidays. Happy holidays. Da, 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 da. And you've got a lot of extra space in case you don't like it. And then, are they getting into trouble over those two? Do we need to put them in the house? You think? Or you think they're okay? Okay, Tigger's on you. All right, so we've got tidings of comfort and joy there. So that's it for the Cherry Cobbler. And we'll set these guys over here. And then we need to grab the Mossy Meadow. And this one has the little holly thing on the inside. You guys, here comes honey. So if you're new to me and you haven't seen this much activity, newer to me and haven't seen this much activity with the kittens, they're here usually, but usually they're sleeping or doing their thing in the garage, and right now they're awake. So, all right. They want attention. Yep. So this one, you guys, we have 2 that are from the top. So we're going to do, if we have here, I want to show you. This is kind of what we're doing. All right, so we've got one here. So I'm going to do first string. And now, you guys, this is bigger Tigger. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so they've all said hello. They've made their grand appearances. So no, they're. I think we're okay. They're not annoying yet, right? I'll let you know if I get annoyed by them. If I get annoyed by them, you guys might be. But I know that I have a lot of my fans here that love the kittens, and they are excited to see them. So they're all making their kind of appearances one by one. So let's get that. So I I'm just stamping some of these guys in here first strength and filling in to kind of make the bows on the top and the bottom. Oh man, I just realized we aren't doing the top and the bottom on the same one. So let's just flip that over and we're gonna start over. Yes, Angelique, you've seen them all now. That was all of them. All right, so we're gonna start over. So that's what's nice about paper, guys, is you get 2 shots. Okay, so we only really need to do the top on that one, right? And we're gonna do a top on this one. So be careful, like my block here, I'm getting ink on it because the stamp is so skinny compared to what the block is. And so just be careful not to rock your stamp when you do it. So there's doing first strength. And there's that. So those are my 2 top ones. Now I got to do the bottom. So same kind of concept, but I'm going to hold the stamp differently because I want it to come up the bottom like this. So first strength, and then I do a second, and then we're going to do a first, and then maybe fill in right there a second. So that's a bottom one. And then we have one more bottom one. Penny Powell, what happened? My boot rode my floor lamp to the ground a few minutes. Oh no. There you go. So there are sometimes, like I think last week, Monday, I don't think I had a cat in here at all. And you guys always ask, where are the kittens? When they don't make an appearance, I'm going to do one more little thing right down in there just to fill that in. Okay. And then I did notice I accidentally did rock right here. You can see I got a little bit of green there. So what we're going to do is shut this so we don't accidentally have a disaster. What I do is I take my paper and I wipe off some of that extra ink there. But I noticed that I got a little ink here. So they have this thing called an ink eraser. And it's in my nail, you guys. So what's happening is I got it there, and I got it there. But you can take this ink eraser. I'm going to put it right down here. And we can help make it magically disappear. You got to be careful. You can't keep going over and over the same spot because sometimes it does put a hole in your paper. And one more. I just realized I hit it with my nail right there too. So if you don't have one of these and you're getting kits from me or classes from me, they're like $3. I can get one added to your next package if you want to get one from me. Otherwise, you can get them on Amazon. So it took away the spots. No. If you guys noticed in the interim when I dropped my block here, because I didn't clean it, I got ink there. So needless to say, we're going to come back and we're going to do a little bit more stampy. Right here on the bottom, we're gonna just, that's what so nice, you can flip it over and redo it. Yes, exactly, Nicole. Keep the ink source closed, otherwise you're gonna get little green footprints appearing everywhere. We had that with Bigger Tigger. Bigger Tigger got Mango Melody, I believe, on his paw. So we're gonna go right there. There, okay. Now we're back on track with these colors. Yes, Hildy, my nails are, so all of them are long except for my middle finger here just broke. It just, like, they really did get long, but my middle one just broke. And so it's hard because I use that finger for like grabbing things and picking things off, and then all of a sudden my nail is gone. What stamp set are we using? Okay, Julie, it's called Christmas Classics. So that's what we're using for this one. Any foliage, pine bough would work. Anything that you have a Christmas sentiment would work as well. Melinda has not much luck with the ink eraser. I think it takes a little bit of like technique. You can't just keep going really hard at it. You have to work at it, okay? Little baby circles. What you could do is Stella the inside of, this is a cool thing about the Stella pen. If you Stella this, it colors in the leaves so that they have a little hint of green to them, which is super cool. And then what we're gonna do is put glue here. I'm looking around me to make sure there isn't a kitten. We're gonna flip these over and we're gonna glue these down. Okay, so let's put a little glue. So Sherry Everett, did you have a name for this card? I'm really curious if you had a name for it. No. Is there a special, see, I've been calling it like a pinwheel card because it reminds me, personally, I guess, me of a pinwheel. So remember, this is our bad side. No one's going to see that. You're very welcome, Julie. All right, and this guy. Let's do a little glue here. So let's see what one this is. This is one that goes here, like that. Okay, and let's see which one this one is. Oh, at the end of the day, like, you can just flip them around whichever way you want. This one's gonna go here. Okay, and then this one goes here. So you have 4 panels. The whites are all the same size, and the reds are the same size. And then this one's gonna go here, just like this. So if anybody didn't get this class, but you're really like excited at the end, and you're like, oh man, I wanna make these fun folds, I'll be putting the PDF, once I write it, I'll be putting the PDF, and it's proofread, in my online store, and you'd be able to purchase the PDF if you want. All right, so we're doing good progress here now. The base is a tucked gatefold, which makes sense, and you just added the pinwheel. Perfect. Cool beans. So for this, we are going to use, I personally used big dimensionals. I know girls in class were using small dimensionals, but now that we have this done, you guys, what you can do is fold this, fold this, fold this, and now what happens is this last one, it needs to get tucked underneath there. And then once you have it tucked, you should be good. And now how I'm going to do this is I want it up higher to leave a little room here for my happy holidays. And so I'm going to just set that there as a guide. And we're going to put this, I'm going to set the dimensional actually like this. If you want to use small ones, you can. I personally like the big ones. It gives it more support. And I'm going to actually use 4 of them. And I'm putting them on here. I was using this so I know not to go past the height and the like the top and the bottom of it, I should say. So we're gonna pick those off. And then this is going to go, so you can shut this. So I'm doing this the opposite for you guys to see your other option here. So this is going to go something like this, centered left to right. And that's gonna catch the dimensionals. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna see if there's still the possibility. I wanna see if they can pull this up just a hair. I noticed I was seeing a little bit of white. I'm gonna try to shimmy it over just a hair. There. So this side too, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up just a little bit. I know that ripping sound sounds horrible, but we're going to just do that. There. I was seeing a little bit of white sneaking out over here, and I was just kind of finagling it over a hair. You have to go like this to put this behind. And so now you can see the difference, why I wanted to show you which you like better, all right? Doesn't matter. And then the back is still the back, but what happens now is you have the decoration on the outside versus on the, when you have it open, it's like it's outside, where this one is underneath it. So super cool. This one's really great because if you do go with the embossed piece on the outside, you have your white sequins here, and they actually show off a little bit better on the cherry cobbler. So there's 2 there, and then you could save this guy and like put it right in with some of those. So those are the sequins. And then you guys have the happy holidays. You're just gonna use your scissors and trim. I just kept it, like, you could keep it as like a 1/2 inch strip if you want, but I kind of piecemealed this. So you got your happy, kind of what Sherry did on hers, right? She did enjoy your special day, and she added a bow over here. I kept it a little bit more simple. You guys are probably like blown away that I didn't actually add ribbon on this card. I didn't know personally where I was gonna put it, and what ribbon to use. And so then these, I'm just gonna add a little bit of liquid glue right here. And here. And it's hard to pick this up, so I'm gonna just kind of grab my tweezers here. If you like things straight, go for it straight. But if you don't mind things a little crooked, like you could put it on here kind of haphazardly. And there. Cool. Then anything you want to Stella. Thank you, Bonnie. Anything you want to Stella on here. Just like that. Okay. Then if you guys like to save scraps, you could always do that for another label someday like that. But I'm good. I have lots of those kind of labels. So there's your 2 cards. Take a minute. I'm going to go get my phone charger. See what you like better so you know how to do it when you're working on your cards. All's good again?
I think so. I think he went in there.
He went in there? Okay.
Maybe he's eating some more.
I hope not. No, that boy. He can eat. So that's why we're calling him Tank, you guys. He definitely has an appetite. And he eats a lot. All right, so there we're back in this charging mode again. Good. Okay. So I hope you guys like that one. Super excited for it. Let's see here. So then I got that guy. We're gonna get these clean so I don't accidentally get. Thanks, Cindy. Well, I have to say a big shout out to Sherry Everett for her inspiration, you guys. We were in the thick of the escape, and it was like, I need to get working on Fun Folds card. And fortunately, there was one of our groups that we created for the escape was a Fun Folds swap. And so one of the groups was a Fun Fold. So it was very awesome that I could just kind of go out there and be like, oh, I really like this layout. I haven't featured this layout yet for a class. And that's how that came to be. So perfect. Okay. Late, but you'll have to watch the replay. No problem, Pat. Yes, I would definitely agree, Donna. I think Annette Rollin is the one who did this in class last night. And on the surface, like it lets this middle part be the focal part. And if you have this one, it's going to look like that. So that's still a little bit busy because of the ornaments. But, I mean, you guys, this is a class to give you ideas. Once you have the PDF, like this one's a little less busy too. This one's probably the most busy, but you guys, this is a class to give you an idea of a layout and give you like an exercise of how to make it. So now that you've made one, once you have the tutorial, you can go get the measurements and you can make your own using your own designer series paper that you have at home or your cardstock or whatever you want. Make more of them. Hopefully this is just the starting point for you guys to see a really cool card and be inspired from it. But I definitely, Donna, I would agree with you. I would pick this one over that. And that's why I purposely made them different so you can see your options. Okay, so there's that one. So let's put this guy over here. And this, we're gonna slide you there. Okay, so now, let's, what's what we're gonna save? We're gonna do this one next. Okay. So this one, again, you guys, the inspiration came from this card and nice little Valentine's Day card. So I took the layout, but totally switched up the products. This is one of the new online exclusives, that St. Nicholas paper. Oh, Randy likes the embossed on the front too. Perfect. So I think you guys, it was probably really good to see the embossed on the top so you could make that decision. Had you guys not watched this, you might have made it with the DSP on the top because that's what the picture shows. Yeah, no, Cindy Reed, anybody can go into my online store and buy tutorials. I will show you exactly where, if you just give me a minute here, even 30 seconds, you go to my website, cardsbycrispy.com, and if you go to shop, online classes and tutorials, that's where you'll find all of them. And they go back to like 2019 or something with the country home. And when you get down to the bottom here, we started putting a cover photo on that shows the like close-ups of what it is that you're making. And so this in my online store, as long as you're in the world, you can purchase a tutorial. It's when it comes to the kitted classes, you guys, I do not ship internationally. I just went to the post office to try to mail the cards to Rose. So Rose and I, so if you're in Canada, you're very lucky if you want to do this class with me, because you can do it via Rose. Rose and I collaborate on this class right here. So if you're in Canada and you want to make these cards, you're in luck, because Rose will kit them up for you. And she has her own, either order it for this much, or place an order with her host code, or you can pay for them. And then she also has a technique club class that we do together. And so I mailed a set of those cards to her today. It cost $16. And it's going to take 2 weeks to get to her. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be a good business move for us. Maybe we'll just make our own cards for each other. Like when she designs, then I'll get her design and make them, and vice versa. So we're testing it out to see how it goes. Okay, look at that, you guys. 3 gems. These are also, oh, you know Rose, great. Yep. So like the tutorials that I do for my classes are available. If they're ones that are, there's only one tutorial that I don't put in my online store, and it's the technique club class that I do with Rose. That's only free with people who place an order. But you guys, those little silver or the gold sequins came in the same package as the white ones, and then there's also copper and browns, and these are called neutrals adhesive backed sequins. So now that we did a monthly class last month where we used the copper and the brown ones, and so super cool. We got to use the white and gold ones here. So there's the full blown look of the distressed tile. So cool. Very, very awesome. We're actually going to sponge over this in a minute to give it a little more depth. And then in your kit here, you guys, this comes from the mini pocket dies. Actually, that is what got pulled out for the next card, but this little die comes from here. So we got those all die cut for you. This little leaf also comes from the mini pocket dies. The little circle comes from Stylish Shapes dies. You have 3 inches of this gold vanilla ribbon, really pretty. And then you've got DSP that is matted on here. You've got a little bow, compliments of Chris Duderenke, you guys. She made all your little teensy wincy tiny polka dot bikini bows. Just kidding, she just made the little linen thread bow. And then you have this piece of designer paper that mats on the crumb cake, and I'm looking at it, and it's a little bit, like the margin on it is a little bit, I noticed on this that I'd rather see a little bit more crumb cake. So before I get glue happy, I'm gonna trim that a little bit. This is our piece for the inside right here. And then on the inside here, we have another piece, and that is what goes back here. So if you guys ever get a kit from me, and you're like, oh, I wish I would see a little bit more of something. I gotta figure out where the cutter is. Hang on, it's down here. If you ever think, oh, I wish I could see a little bit more of something, before you get glue happy, you can make that happen. Just, oh, thanks, Cindy, I'm glad you like it. Just trim off a hair. Just be careful doing that, because you wanna do more than a hair, otherwise it just frays the edges. But I'm gonna do like that much. Like I think that would make me happy. So when I put that on here now, I do, like I can see a little bit that it's more even. You guys, we do our best, but you know, we're only human, and all this paper is not cut on a big industrial strength machine. It's cut on one where I have a big lever and it cuts down, but I do it all by hand. And sometimes it tapers it a little bit and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on how tight I pull it and how strong I am and how fast I go. And so sometimes you just, if you want it a little bit more, you just take and you can trim that. And if you do that, again, before you put glue on, it helps you to not have a hot, gluey mess. All right, so there, I'm happier with that. I have a little bit that needed to come off of it. Okay, so this one right here, if I looked at that, looks good to me. All right, so just a little side note that if you're ever working on any one of my kits, these kits are handmade for you guys. They're not they're mass produced in a mindset of that we make like 96 of them, but they're not like thousands of them that we're making on a big machine that they come off a conveyor belt. You know, everything's hand done. All right, so we're just gonna layer up all of these mats on to their crumb cake or mossy meadow mats. All right, so that's that one. This one can go right here on this one, like that. And then this guy goes right here on this one. Now, I will tell you, if you like to get all your stamping done first, you can go ahead and do that. I love to just get some pieces knocked out of the way, but I like, it made me happy to get my mats glued on, okay? All right, so you have to do a little work on this one, guys. I did not do everything. I was not about to cut everybody's peaks off. So if you see this right here, you can see, and I remember somebody told me in the past, it's okay to have you guys do some work. You're like, darn that person who said that. So if you look at this, we got to cut off this triangle corner right here. And that's what I want to teach you how to do so that you guys know how to do that when it comes time to get your kit. And so we're going to take a pencil and a ruler. So this should be about 4 1/4. So if you measure this, hopefully it's about 4 1/4. If it's a hair over or a hair under, it's okay. It's not going to make or break it. But what you need to do, I'm going to hold it up so you can see. But you can see it's at 4 1/4. Right there. You can see 4 1/4. Okay. Now, half of 4 1/4 is what? 2 1/8. And so what you're going to do is go to 2 1/8, and you're going to make a little mark, just like that. Can you see it? It's right there. Bless you. So now that you have it there, you're going to grab your trimmer out. And what we need to do, I've already scored this, or Chris or Annette. Somebody's already scored it for you. I can't say I did it. You need to cut from here to here, and then here to here. So how do you do that? You get it lined up so that it's right where the track is there, and then you wiggle this. Bless you. So you're going to just trim this off. Boom. Save this corner. You can make something pretty with these triangles and these extra pieces, you guys. You really could. I bet Mary Lemke will. And then she's going to send me a picture of it or send me the card. All right. So then here to here, we're just trimming from the score line to where that peak is. All right. So now you've got all these little scraps to make a really pretty card, okay? That's the only work that you really have to do for cutting on this, you guys. And then what happens is we're going to glue these couple things down. So these are ready now. Well, you know what? Before you glue them, I'm just going to test it out. Test the waters, right? Okay, that's good. So I just wanted to test them. Or just that one, I guess I felt I had the need to test. All right, so then I left the red for the outside. Now, again, this is that St. Nick paper. I didn't even show you the back side of it, actually. I liked these prints better than the whole busyness of the other sides. And then this goes on the inside, right here, like that. Okay. And then this folds back. You got to make sure you burnish this. And then that's where this little guy gets glued onto. And so I don't like to glue this side because I have to guess. I don't like to guess so much. So I would rather go to this side and just make sure I put my adhesive like that. And then now this fits right into here. I'm looking at where my peak is here and my peak is there. And then making sure this gets up. Will all the kids be kits? Yes. The 4 cards that we're doing tonight will be included in the tutorial, you guys. They will be. And it'll have pictures of the cards, and if they're crazy folds, I take pictures of insides and outsides, and then I have all the measurements, and then I have the instructions like adhere this piece to this piece and all that good stuff, everything. So I'm just looking here. I think that what I did is I think we're up for doing some ink related things now. So we've got the core of the card ready to go here. So let's just set this off to the side. The stamp set that I used for this one, it's called Regal Reindeer. I think it's one of the only Christmas sets. There's maybe 3 in the annual catalog. All I did though was use the sentiment, and the stars. I never even used the dies, right? So it was basically to get some sentiments that fit this little stamped area. We need a dauber, the sentiment, the snowflakes, and then sentiment. So grab your crumb cake or light brown ink, and we're gonna sponge dauber first. So they have the daubers, and what I do is I dip in, and then I'm gonna go to the back side first and kind of get that sharpness gone. Like that to me is not what I'm looking for. But once I got some of that darker ink out, then what I do is go to the front with a very light hand. I'm starting to add a little bit of tone to it. Again, I like to go off a little before I go back to it because I don't want to overdo. And again, you don't, whenever it comes to embossing, I don't like to do unnecessary work, right? So I'm going to kind of put this here as a guide. Kind of work my way at an angle there, and then we're going to come back over here. And versus pressing harder, what I do is go back and get more ink, because the softer and more gentle you are with the dauber, the longer it will last for you. So you can see I left an open space there, and that's because this is going to go here. So I'm good with that. And then what we need here is the espresso ink. And these are red rubber stamps, so I don't always pull out the piercing mat then. And I'm gonna just grab a scrap paper though. We're gonna practice our Merry Christmas. Hi, Vonda. Okay, that's good. So we got this little guy here. Let's stamp that. Perfect, there. And then this guy, remember that this is a diamond though, right? So you don't wanna stamp it this way because it's gonna be needing to be glued this way. I'm just gonna put that right there and hope it's straight. It's straight, good job. All right, then we're done with the espresso. What we're gonna do is grab the crumb cake, and there's these little stars in here. I think that burst strength is really too dark, so I went second, third. Stamp off, second, third. Stamp off, second, third. Stamp off, second, third. Now, if you don't want to have dirty brown snowflakes, do a different color. But I was just adding a little bit of texture to the back. Okay, then on this one, stamp off, second, third. Second, third. Second, third. Second, third. Boom. Okay, that's what we got for stamping on this card. You're very welcome, Cindy. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I gotta clean that guy. Now we can continue on our day of adhering. So this gets glued, and then this will get glued, but not that side. Okay, so we'll glue here and that. Okay, so this one's gonna go, make sure you put the right side so this opens. Yeah, cherry cobbler, mossy meadow, crumb cake. Love that color combination. All right, so that is for our inside. Now this one, my trick is gonna eyeball where this, so you don't, this is a 1/16 of an inch less on two sides than this green piece is. So it's gonna go right about here. And you just have to be quick with it. So get it where you think it needs to go, shut the card, make sure it doesn't hang over the edge. And if you're wanting to move it, you still have a little wiggle room because you used the liquid glue, hopefully. If you used another tape, maybe you can pull it up. But your ultimate goal is not to see the vanilla. When you open it up, that's when you see it. Okay. Then what I did is I glued this circle to the label. So that goes right over the middle of it, like that. Now you need some tear-in tape. And we're going to put one weighting in the wings and one, it's like back right over here. You're gonna take that ribbon and fold it in half. And that comes out like the right-hand side here like that. And then the one that's waiting in the wings, you just put that back there. Okay, so we just added like a little ribbon frou-frou on the side. Now your little leaf, again, that came from that mini pocket dies. That's super cute little leaf. I just can't find my die at the moment. I have a whole bag of dies sitting somewhere and I don't know exactly where it is. I gotta say a little baby prayer. So, hi Marsha Long. Perfect. So take a little glue dot. Glad you can catch the replay. That's gonna go kind of right in this open area there. I haven't picked a stamp set for the Christmas stamp stack, but I was talking about it with the girls over the last couple days. So there is a Christmas stamp stack that's coming up the first part of November. So I'm going to be working on designing those cards here really soon. Another glue dot, you guys, for the little bow. So what I was thinking was that there was going to be something Christmas related maybe coming out in the online exclusives, but they came out with, what is it called? Meandering Meadow? Does that sound right? Do we know? Something Meadow. Jill might look it up really quick. So they have new online product coming out in November, and I was going to have it be, I was hoping it would be relating to Christmas, but now that I think about it, they've got everything Christmas related out, and so they came out with something non-Christmassy, and lo and behold, you guys, I'll most likely do a little stamp a stack for the new online exclusive stuff as well. So it got me to thinking, I'm not the biggest fan of working with the St. Nicholas paper, but I was wondering what you guys think about doing this Shining Brightly, like this being the focal part, like the Shining Brightly designer series paper, being what you get in the stamp a stack, and then finding a coordinating ribbon to go with it, and then putting the embellishments with it. I was thinking that, but then I don't know what stamp set would be good to put with it. I'm thinking that I will probably design the cards in a way that you just need to have some nice sentiments to go with it. So you guys, this is just gonna go right here in the middle. Can't find it now, right? So that's something like that, and grab your ribbon scissors.
Getting that older stuff.
And then this trims like that. And we're gonna do both going the same way, I think. Just like that. Okay. And then you guys have your little gold things. So regal. I definitely agree, Lynn. So pretty. So our Oh Holy Night is our ink, paper, scissors for next month, right? This month our ink, paper, scissors is the Modern Garden. And in the month of December, our ink, paper, scissors is actually masterfully made. We actually are going away from like the holiday stuff because by the time ink, paper, scissors is at the end of the month, everybody probably has a good chunk of their Christmas done already. So we went and transitioned out of Christmas for ink, paper, scissors in December. But that's where the stamp stack comes in for November. It's a Christmas stamp stack. It's that or picking a different designer paper that doesn't necessarily get used somewhere else, right? Right? So we're just going to put a little more Stella on that. And that's this card, you guys. Actually comes together pretty nicely. It was not that complicated after you get your little peekies cut off. You think that would be fine for the stamp stack? Okay. Well, I think that the Shining, I think I have, I don't know. I used to have the paper down here, and I might have taken it upstairs, but the Shining Brightly has these really pretty foils on one side, and I think that they would be so pretty on cards. Okay, so that is our second card, you guys. We're gonna keep on moving, keep her moving, and we're gonna do this one next. And we're gonna save our Boo Halloween treat for last. Okay. All right, so this one is in a white envelope. And we got a little bit of sponging to do. And we're going to talk about this here. So, you guys, it took Rhonda Ayers. She told me how long, I felt so sad. I almost wanted to cry that it took her 8.5 hours, you guys. She cut all of your circles. And then, you guys, don't forget there's a little star in here, so don't lose that. So you got one little baby star. A little strip here. A back piece for our inside, a little strip for our inside. You have some of this ribbon, the navy and gold ribbon, a 3.5 by 3.5 vellum. You have this. We'll talk about this stuff. Garden meadow. So there's a new garden meadow, but it's not Christmassy at all.
Softly said,
Okay.
and the art of something.
Okay. Softly meadow. Yes, I'm still doing a translucent floral Stamp-A-Stack. That is not on my radar for November. Doing that fluorescent, translucent florals Stamp-A-Stack will be in December-ish. I think this past winter, you guys, I did 2 Stamp-A-Stacks back to back in January, like the first week of January. That's kind of what my radar is for them. So you guys have a white one that's cut out and a misty moonlight, and we're gonna be gluing these together just offset so that they are like illuminating. It is called I think Karen Wetstein, you put Mia Duran Meadows. You guys, you'll have 2 of these circles. One was cut from this layer and one was cut from this other layer. And Rhonda did all this cutting for you. You guys, first she cut the circles out. Then she kept these all matched up together. And she embossed all these for you. So you just have to pay attention which way the so you're only going to need one of these, okay? You don't need both.
Oh, it's meandering meadow
sweet. It's meandering meadows sweet, and then it's called the stamp set is called garden meadow. Okay, got it. So you guys, you want to make sure you get this lined up. It's either this way or this way, right? But just make sure you're whatever way your circle matches up best with your mat matching up. The sweet is called meandering meadows. Thanks, Karen. Jeannie Parker, did you ask a question? Did I miss it? Jeannie, what color family is Mossy Meadow in? Oh, good question. It's in neutrals. Thanks so much for answering that, Cindy. I appreciate that. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take this piece and we're going to use this block that looks like it's all dried up and not good, and it might be, but we're taking the dauber and we're going to go in here and see if there's any ink left on this. And I like to go on the back first. Oh, well, it might be okay. You're going to lightly hover over the top, all right? It helps to illuminate it. So you can see the difference between that. It's like a little bit brighter than that one. So like, let me just do a little more. And then we're going to go over our stars here ever so slightly. And then we're going to go over these little guys. Just like that. So it's just adding a little bit illuminating look to it. I'm going to go back over here and see if I can't get a little bit more off of here. Really lightly. Just lightly hovering over these embossed areas. And that brightens this up. So you guys, this would be a great card with the Oh Holy Night paper because there's really pretty star backgrounds, but there wasn't as many mixing and matching patterns like that. Shining Brightly had 3 patterns we could use for that one card, where this one there would have only been like 2 patterns. And to get 96 mats would have been opening up like 7 packs or 8 packs of paper, and it just, I couldn't do it. So what we did is we opted for using the embossing folder and then sponging over here with a little bit of that white ink. Okay, so what we got to do first, let's grab our bone folder here and burnish this. And burnish this side. Okay, so this either needs to get glued to here or it needs to get glued to here and then put down. All right, so I wouldn't use liquid glue with it just because I feel like liquid glue and vellum don't always go together. They're not like a horse and carriage, right? It just kind of makes it like bend and warp a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take my tear and tape and put some here along the corners. And then I grab those. And then this vellum goes right over the top of it. You have enough wiggle room. And then this, you can just flip, make sure you got this set up right. That goes like that. So I'm gonna go like this. and put a little adhesive back on this side. Like that. And then flip it back over. And that will cover up the holes are. So you could like lift this up if you need to. Kind of look at it from the front and the back. Okay. So far so good. Now, I'm going to talk about this stuff. This is one of the new, so you guys, on 3 of these cards, I used 3 of the new online exclusive papers. The only one I didn't use is translucent florals, but we'll do a different class on that. This is that glimmer paper that's actually sticker sheets. So do not put adhesive on the back of here. All you have to do is take, and like if you don't have a thumbnail or a nail, you can just take a pick tool and you can wedge in between there. And what happens is the most awesome thing. This peels off and it's a sticker. Now, I will tell you that Anna cut all of these for you, you guys. She's amazing. Paper comes 12 inches by 12 inches, and this die is exactly 3 inches. Okay, so that makes it really difficult if the paper is actually not quite 12 inches. It makes it like a hair less. What happened is when she got to the last column, some people got a little bit of a slice off of the edge here because she didn't have quite enough. And we tried to give all those to people who were in person here so we could talk through it. Because ultimately, if you're missing a little edge, you could put it on the bottom or like on the side here, and no one will ever know the difference. But this is sticky, you guys, super cool, right? So it's a sticker. So all you have to do is kind of like set that in the middle here. Awesome. Great way for you guys to experience this glimmer paper, and it's controlled. There's no glitter on my hands. There's no glitter flaking off. Super cool. Okay. Then on the back side, right now you can see that white circle. So what we did is we cut out that smaller ring here so that you can just place this in here to help kind of like finish it off. You might have like a little baby trim, but that's okay. Like that's par for the course. You know, if you want perfect, we say go buy Hallmark. But what you can do is either use liquid glue. Yeah, thank you to Anna. You guys, my team came through amazing for this class. To get in a week's time to cut 96, emboss 96, to cut 96 of everything for 4 cards. And then we kitted up Tuesday. It took my mom and Diane and me, it took us all day to kit between working with the benefit cards. And then to get it all mailed out by today. Like half of them got mailed out yesterday, half. And then some people will get theirs yet mailed like next week with the benefit cards. So, it happened. It all came through. So that's just getting glued right on the inside to help like make it look a little more polished. You wouldn't have to, but it just looks nicer, not having that white ring in there. Okay. So then for these guys, what we're going to do is we could Stella, Ella, these guys here. These peeps, all right? Then you're going to have them just slightly like off kilter so that you see that white coming through. Now this was something that Jay Shante did for her creative presentation, you guys. So it was fun to see how she did this. And then this white, how do I want to hold this? I'm going to hold it like this. I want to see the illuminating like on the back over here. So it's just a slight smidgen offset. Handmade is always better than Hallmark. I definitely agree. So you guys, it's just enough that you can see that little bit of white coming out. It makes it look like they're halo-y, right? All right. And then for putting this on here, what I did is I put some dimensionals behind, I think. So let's grab, not those, we're grabbing these. I'm going to cut some strips here. Like this, like that. One more here on this side. And then I think I put one right there. Now you can see the dimensionals through the vellum, but not very much. So that's why, and I think I'm gonna do one more right down here. And then find the spot where you want to see this. I kind of got it. Like, you kind of see a smidging of the gold, but not a lot. So then this goes like that. And then the last little thing here on the outside, well, actually two things. This gold star was cut from the middle of this. And so again, it is a sticker. Hi, Debbie Gas stopping in to say hi. It's a sticker. And so you peel that waxy paper off and then you can set your star in the sky up here. And you think that the glitter was enough for us, but we were like, nope, there's more. Everybody got either a large or a small gold star trinket, and that actually fits right in the middle of our star like that. So cool. Very pretty. So you guys, really at this point, it's all assembly. So now let's work on the inside. Now the main thing is you think that this is the inside of the card that you glue this. This is actually the bottom. So I'm calling this out here. I had a couple people in class last night glue it to the back. You need to glue it to the inside so it stands up like this, okay? So there's no stamping really that goes on there. What's on here is celebrating the magic of the night. So let's get that. You know what? I don't want to get anything full of ink that doesn't need it. So let's clean these off and get them out of the way. Put these over here. And over here is where we have our navy ink. So now, this set that got used here there's actually two bundles, kind of. Stars at Night, celebrating the magic of the season, is the sentiment that came here. Oh, and a star. That star came out of here. And then these dies are called Night Divine dies. That's where the nativity scene came from here. All right, so that's where that came from. Didn't use the other stamp set that goes with it. And we used Night of Navy ink. Thanks, you guys. Making it very easy for you guys to make some amazing fun folds for this class. So celebrating the magic of the season. Carolee, I have quite the pile for you and Gwen. And I transitioned it from the honeycomb or mud room and we moved it to the back inventory room. So I feel like I want that darker. So I'm gonna ink up again and see once if I can't get this just a hair darker. Okay, let's see if that'll work. It did get used by 18 people yesterday. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, that's it for the navy. You're very welcome, Joanne. I was happy to put those little candles in there and that little candy for you guys. My mom had fun packaging that up for you guys. All right, so then we're gonna clean that off right away. And what we have left now is just a minor amount of assembly. Now, this one, I did take my scissors and I did snip the ends here because it was a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be. So if you don't like cutting with a scissors to make some ends, use a trimmer, however you want to do it. But now this to me is probably the size that I want that to be. It is a little bit crooked. So we're just gonna go like that. A trimmer would help that, but all right. So I did put this ribbon on behind the misty moonlight. And so we're going to grab two, planning on Thursday the 12th to get it perfect, because by then we will have your benefit cards to put in the mix as well. So we're going to put this ribbon on the end here like this. And you guys don't worry if you cut or you rip your ribbon or your tear and tape just a little too long. All you have to do is take it and fold it back like this, like that. All right, then I actually did put one over here, right in the middle, to help with some support with the ribbon. And it's closer to the bottom than it is the top. So this goes right about there. And let's just get this planted down like that. And grab it, go like that. And then this time we're gonna put it like that. And Yay for sticky glimmer paper, yes. All right, now this I did put flat, so we're gonna pick this off. Oh man, well, some backings here. All right, so this is gonna go flat. So we'll grab the liquid glue like that, and that goes right on this white piece. I'm guessing there's a little bit of white border on the left, the right, and the bottom. That looks good. And then this. We are going to take advantage of this right here. This and this side. So I'm going to be putting, I'm using a lot, you guys. That's the darker side. I'm going to put one along this edge, and we're going to put the other one closer to this edge. So what'll happen is one side will definitely catch the blue glimmer ribbon, and then the other side's going to catch the, look at this length, you guys, that was the perfect length. It's going to catch the other. And now this, I have it up higher so it doesn't cover up all the ribbon, right? We have such pretty ribbon, you don't want it covered up all. I'm looking like that looks good. And then it's nice and sturdy on here. It's not flippy floppy and wibbly wobbly, okay? And then this gets liquid glue like that. And we're gonna stick that now. Oh, I got it all over my hand. Now remember, it doesn't go here. No, not there. If it was because this needs to stand up like this, it needs to go on the inside, right here. Just like downtown. There, boom, boom. Look at that. That's it. Voila. Was the sticky glimmer paper hard to cut? So good question, Mary Sykes. Anna said she had to run it through like 3 times. And it's a circle, right? So I definitely wouldn't say to use like the detail-y so much. Like this star, like it die cut, but I think she had to go forward, backward, forward. So it did take a little bit of passes on it. But it wasn't like terrible. If you saw me when I pulled off the waxy paper, that wax paper on the back is actually pretty thin. It wasn't too thick. Okay, super cool card though, you guys. So that, you guys have the makings to do that. So you definitely don't, you're not mailing this candle in the mail, right? This is a hand deliver, or this is, I don't give this to anybody. It becomes decoration in my house, right? You put it up every year for the holidays, okay? So there's that one. Very cool. All right. Nice. Okay, so there's that card. We'll come back and we'll share all the cards again. I'm going to make the last one with you. And the last one, you guys, you will have your taffy here. And you're going to need to take it out. So Judy just wrapped it in old not old embellishments, but our past embellishment packages. We saved them for like a time like this, so that in case you got your candy mailed and it was super hot out, that it got melty, it didn't leak or anything. But this isn't gonna work. Like the way that the candy came like this, you're actually gonna have to like, it's pliable, right? So you're gonna have to take it and squish it down a little bit to make it so it fits nicely in the pocket here, right? If it's all like that, it's not gonna work as good. So you definitely like smush this down a little bit. The tea light adds so much, yes. And I made sure to pick the tea light where it's like a golden yellow. It was like a golden yellow. I didn't pick like the bright white one. Okay, last card, you guys. All right, this is our trick or treat card, our little Halloween card. So much fun. If you have a kid that, like a grandchild or a child that like you can't wait to give a Halloween card to, this would be the perfect one. Be very careful opening this up though, you guys. There are little pieces, and I don't want you to lose anything, but if you look here, there's a bat. So you guys either got a bat and a ghost, or you got 2 bats, okay? So they're the glow in the dark. So set those off to the side so you don't lose them. And then you have a piece of blue Starry Night ribbon. You have your fence that's already die cut for you. You have your little treatsy package, which I'll show you how to put that together in a second. You have a piece of the designer paper that's like acts as like the starry night sky behind your fence. You have a piece of grass, where I know in past classes we've had 2. This one you only get 1. This is a boo, a ghost, and a moon. Now, we ran out of glow-in-the-dark paper, you guys, because that happens. And so one of your 3 things will be glow-in-the-dark. Not everything. Like, my moon is not glow-in-the-dark, but my ghost and my boo are. You might not have a boo glow-in-the-dark. I think they tried to make, I don't, like they tried to do as much glow-in-the-dark as they can, but when they ran out, they just used vanilla. And it looks very similar. And then you're going to have 2 strips of designer paper. And Karen, when she cut these, she tried to keep them paired up as much as she could. But just know we got 3.5 sets out of every row. And that oddball got paired up with something. And so you might have these matching and you might not. But at the end, you can't really tell. Like this one, they're not matching. I just have 2 tombstones next to each other. But because that side, you see that side gets covered up, it's hard to tell that they're not really connected. So you have these two Starry Night mats here, like this, and a white inside, and then you have a gatefold here. And you just want to make sure your gatefold kind of nicely butts up in the middle. I noticed that mine right here, this could come down just a hair to butt up a little bit better. And I'm going to hold that flat while I burnish it. And hopefully that makes it meet good in the middle. All right. The card is adorable. Good. I'm glad you think so. Yay. All right. So let's do a little bit of gluing. What's wrong? I heard, oh dear. Are you going to run out?
Yes.
Of which ones?
Well, either the big one or the middle.
And how, oh, you know
Just
why?
one.
You know
Just
why?
one.
Do you know why? Because we took one off for my card, and my card makes 81.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what we'll have to do is, I have my diamonds, we'll bring out my diamonds, or my rhinestones, and
I mean, it's just one.
one, yep, that's no problem.
Plenty of
That
room.
makes sense, because you guys, we made 80, and for rhinestones, there's 20 big ones and 20 medium ones, and with 2 packs, that makes 80. All right, so let's get this glued on here. So I haven't used Starry Night very much, you guys, so this was a great use of it. Hi, Marcia Coolabert. All right, so let's put this guy on this one. I do notice here, sometimes when we cut our designer paper, it might fray slightly. So if you see here, you can see there's a little bit of white on the side. If that happens, all you have to do is take your scissors, and sometimes just trimming that off, it goes away. So now we're gonna get this lined up back on here. Like that. All right, and then these guys get glued. No, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna glue these on. All right, now it's important to keep them lined up. On this, I'm making sure the top is flush. I can always, well, actually, you know what, I'm gonna cut off either the top or the bottom. I'm gonna keep the top flush, then I can trim off the bottom. Perfect, like this. And then this guy, top flush. And then we'll trim off the bottom if we need to. So how we're gonna trim that bottom off is I'm just gonna grab my scissors. Oh, actually a bit here, so that's okay. So we're gonna just take and trim that off, and then trim. You guys, I'd rather have things be too long and you have to trim them than having them too short, and then you gotta trim bases or mats even more. So we're just gonna trim that off. All right, that's good. Okay, start of that. Now let's work on this guy. So this also, you guys, is from the mini pocket dies. Pocket. It's this guy right here. This is part of the online exclusives, okay? So you can't find it in any catalog, but it is out there in the online store. It is item number 159167. Very cool. I forgot all about it until I saw Feline's card. So there's a scallopy border at the top and here. Okay, so let's take and burnish this like this. And then you have a flap here and a flap here. What happens is that bends over, and then this bends up. Okay. And then you're going to end up putting adhesive here and here, and then we're going to shut that. All right. Like that. Okay. Now, I had a hard time with mine. It didn't like to stick. So what Annette Rollins said is you have to put it under your butt for a little bit, and that helps to get the glue to bond. So we're going to put a little bit of glue here and a little bit here. Not a lot, you guys. Dot, dot, not a lot. Okay. Then that's going to shut. The heat from your fingers should also help that glue to bond. Okay. I won't put it under my butt, you guys. That's what she did. But, okay. We're going to let that sit for a second. Hopefully that's good. Then, you have this little piece of designer paper. It does not go top to bottom. I designed it so that it goes, you know, centered left to right and up at the same height. And then when you add the grass at the bottom, then you could save a little DSP, okay? Like you didn't have to use as much. So what we're gonna do, this gets glued down. Again, I mentioned. So Angelique said she used tear and tape. So I originally used tear and tape on that one and it didn't stick as good. And then I added liquid glue and it helped. All right, so now we've got that. Now you're gonna grab your black dimensionals, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cuts like a knife. We're gonna do that, about that much. And this is gonna go at the top of our grass to have it popping up nice. Oh, I'm not taking the back off at the moment. I will take it off in a bit. Like that, and then we're going to put liquid glue at the bottom. So that'll help it stick. And now this goes down about like the distance from like this bottom margin's the same over on the left and the right and the top. Okay, now remember I didn't pick that off, so I can still slide my fence in there. All right, so now what I'm going to do take this black dimensional again, is perfect for this fence. I'm going to cut a little strip there. I'm going to cut it in half. I know that this seems really picky because it's so little, but the dimensionals are awesome because they get hidden behind. I'm going to put one on the end there, and then put one on the end there. We're going to do a little bit more. Jill, all done? Yeah. I'm going to give you a hug before you leave because I won't see you till next week. Let me know before you leave here.
I'm going to look at some emails.
Okay. Okay.
Rest a little bit.
All right, so one right there. And then, there, it was stuck to my hand, you guys. All right, and then we're going to do one here. And then we're going to do, oh man, my grass came off, you guys. You see that? I'm going to put that right back down here. Give that a second. Our ghost is popped up here. Oh man. With a dimensional. We're just going to use one there and one at his head. So I'm just getting ready to like adhere all this down. I'm kind of prepping a lot of stuff because I don't know exactly where stuff is going to go. But I'm going to just set my ghost something like that. And then I'm just going to wedge my fence down in here because I like things to look like they have height and dimension. That's good. All right. And then this little moon over Miami kind of goes up right over here. And then I didn't forget about this because now I have my fence down in here. Now I can actually, I'm going to pull this out of here. And then, oh, and then my glue is still not sticking. Hang on. So now I got it all kind of set, right? I could have guessed where to put my fence, but I don't like to guess. So now we're gonna try one more time. And for the third time, our grass is gonna stick. Okay, then you guys have about 8 inches of this woven cuts like a knife. Yes, Brian Adams, Jeannie Parker. Yay, you got my karaoke tune here. Cuts like a knife. All right, so this, I'm going to take this right here, wrap this around, and I have about 8 inches. I'm hoping that you guys can work with the 8 inches, but I actually found that if you have a buddy near you to hold this down, that's great. And otherwise, take your reverse tweezers. That can be your buddy, okay? And then you can take these ends and this ribbon is not very pliable. It's actually kind of stiff. So there it is. Okay. Perfect. That reverse tweezer is amazing for that, okay? So that's wrapped around. Don't worry, you're gonna see it right there, but it just adds a little sparkle on the inside. Okay, so then kind of figure out where your boo is going to go. Something like that. So I'm gonna move the knot over just a hair. And then this just gets a little bit, Angela's quite late, but thumbs up and shared. Thanks, Angela. Angela, these card kits are ready for you to put together. I can't remember if you said Monday or Tuesday of next week, but when you get here, we'll have it ready for you. So then this is going kind of right through the ribbon. Something like that. Okay. Done with blue. We can trim our tails for here. And then the one thing I did do, and not everybody likes doing this, but I don't mind it. It makes the ribbon look fuller and more spooky, like a web. Like untangle this a little bit, and it just makes it look like more full. Okay. Now, for putting this on here, you guys, we haven't done any stamping yet. Sorry. Like, you'd think that we do a lot more stamping, but this one has nothing stamped on the outside actually. So now we got to be very careful. I did not use, I didn't use dimensionals. I used liquid glue. This side I know that goes all the way up, but then when it comes time for the middle, so this is kind of center top to bottom, I'm going to do my glue right here. I'm getting a little thicker than normal because I don't want it to come undone later. Okay? I know your grandchild's going to absolutely love this, and they're going to go to bed with this card every night. So you want it to be structurally sound. Okay, so just like that. Center it. How spooky. Okay. Let's get that on here. I have been considering why I need the second Halloween bundle, as I have lots of spooky sets to play with, but I think I have to have a really cool, cute ghost. Okay, so you guys, this ghost reminds me of the Pac-Man ghost. Waka, 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 like the ghost that Pac-Man chases. So I didn't even show you guys. This is all, thank you for that lead-in, Nicole. I really appreciate it. So Bag of Bones is one of the sets that got used. I think that's like where we got the fence from, the grass. You guys, I found my grass. Actually, my die cutter had it because she was, Tammy was helping me die cut the grass, her and her mom, Sandy. So that's why my grass was missing last week. There it is! You guys, look what I just found. I found my leaf. Yay! Didn't I just say I was missing my leaf? Well, here it is. It made it into the wrong die set. Awesome sauce. Oh, look at all these extra fences I have. Okay, well that just made my night, you guys. That little leaf belongs in here. I'm so excited. It's home. It's found its home again. Okay, so Bag of Bones, super cool. And that's the sweet. But then right after it comes the tricks and treats. That's where this adorable little ghost and trick or treat, we're going to use these for stamping, and the bats come from. And that's where the boo, the shield, the ghost, the candy corn, you guys. Rose's class that is coming up next in 2 weeks uses the candy corn. So, okay. So we've got this pretty much set now, like that. And now we've got the whole, oh, our ghost. We have a ghost and a bat or 2 bats, whatever. Whatever you have in your kit, don't lose them. So we got one there, and we're going to put a bat up here. You guys, I had to be frugal with these guys. So instead of giving everybody 3, I gave everybody 2. But I thought there was a lot going on, so it was okay to have 2. They ran out of these, and they're no longer available. So I was able to support all 96, giving everybody 2 of them. Very cool. I'm so happy. Thanks, Carolee. Isn't it like amazing when you find something that you don't know where it is? Oh my gosh. Okay, so tricks and treats. So let's grab this, and you could put Happy Halloween on the inside, but I think this is a perfect card for trick-or-treating. And so let's just ink this up. Put trick-or-treat right there. Oh, we're gonna put some bats. I use some of the bats, might as well, right? Hi, Anique. I'm gonna put some, which way is our ghosty facing? Hang on. He's gonna be over there. So our bats are gonna be flying this way. And then I just grabbed the Starry Night pad here because it matches the card. But I think that Starry Night in and of itself might be too dark. So I think I'm gonna go, yeah, we're gonna make him look more frosty, I guess, like lighter. So we got a little ghost going on in there, a little ghosty batty action. All right, boom, boom. Done with those. Done with this. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear. I haven't said that for many, many moons. Okay. Now this. It's nice to bring a little blue in. This is going to go right here. Like blue. Get it? Blue. Boo. All right, there's that. And finally, the most fun part about, I think, this entire class for me was watching people put their candy in the trick-or-treat pouch. And that's what you guys got for your last card. So fun. Little gatefold. So Feline Maze, you're the bomb dizzle. Thank you also for sharing your creativity and your talent with me. Feline felt bad, and I didn't catch it, you guys. I don't know. And I'll bring it up just because. So for the escape cards, the swap cards, we were supposed to use current product. And I missed it. I completely missed it. And even Feline called it out, retired magic in the night. So everything on this card was supposed to be current, but she pulled in a past designer paper, which is it. We didn't catch it. It is what it is. And I was casing her card, and is when I realized that I'm like, oh my gosh, Feline, we use retired paper, and she felt bad that she shouldn't do a swap card again. And I'm like, no, this is exactly why I swap, you guys, to find inspiration. And I can't come up with everything by myself, you guys. I really can't. So Feline, like, I want you to truly know that you should not stop swapping because of one little thing, right? It's just like okay, I'll be more observant for the next time, right? I think the same thing happened to Sherry Everett. You used some retired ribbon on this one on half the cards because you didn't have enough of this ribbon. And it is what it is. It's like the card, though, inspired me to make the card I did. And so that's why I swap, you guys. That's why I need to swap, because I can't come up with all these ideas by myself. Oh my goodness, no way, Jose. All right, so here you go, you guys. You got that with a little candle. You got this guy here, and you got this for this is our Holiday Edition Fun Folds 2023 class, you guys. We had a 2022, we had a 2021. So if you go back to my online store, you'll find many different Halloween or Fun Folds classes through the years. We usually do 2 solid ones every year, and they are tied with the launch parties now. We do them at the same time. We used to do a launch party class and then a Fun Folds class, but girl can only do so many classes a month, right? All right, now the $1 million question. Like, I always ask everybody, what's your favorite one? And Angela, I'm going to remember not to take the stamps off so that you can come do your stamping next week. Normally, I'm so hot to trot to put the stamps away. I think he's my favorite. I'll be honest with you. He's so adorable. Oh, he's so cutesy. The ghost is such a cute, like, for if you guys want to make Pac-Man cards, all you have to do is take a circle, like that 2 3/8 inch circle punch, wedge out like the pie for the Pac-Man's mouth, and make the ghosts going along the card. I love it. So good. So good. So good. Okay. So while you guys tell me what card's your favorite, I'm going to pull out my book and finish jotting down my numbers. I think we were at 14, 15. Hang on. And we're going to just do 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 for Wendy, 22. Okay. I think we have 22 people that placed orders to get the class for free. Oh, Penny Powell said it's an awesome class. Yay! All right. Cindy liked the nativity one the best. Nicole said fun-filled projects are awesome. They sure are. Oh, Angelique likes the candle. Good. Okay, so you guys, we're going to go to random number generator, and we're going to do number out of 22. So I promise I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to write 22, and I'm going to hit generate, and then whatever number pops up here is the number, okay? 22. Bonnie Kemen. All right, Bonnie Kemen, Lucky Duck winner for the door prize. Good job, girlfriend. You win a door prize from me. I love it. Very good. Okay, so that's what we got for the door prize for there. Then, you guys, we have here, we're going to do these real quick here because I know we're just over 2 hours already, so we're going to keep her moving. Linda likes the pinwheel. Very nice. Okay. Linda and then toss it between the ghost and the nativity. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I like it, you guys. Lots of good stuff. So, class card challenge. Okay, so for those that are new to me that might not know what this is, when you go to my Facebook page, you guys, I primarily operate in Facebook and I operate in YouTube. My lives are all on YouTube, but I share a lot of stuff in Facebook because I started off in Facebook. And so if you go to my Cards by Christine page and you go to the featured here and you click on challenges, then you can find these 2 blue links. One is for the monthly creative challenge. So you can share cards that follow different rules. And so like this one says that, oh, that's August. So hang on, let's find the September one. Oh, maybe I don't even have it pinned. So this is August. You guys, let's see if I could find September. Just to show you guys, September monthly creative. Hang on. Normally I pin it to the top, but I guess I didn't pin it to the top. Nope, that's a group. Okay. Oh, here it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. Themes were fall, Halloween, or sympathy. And here's where the link is. And so people shared, oh, you guys, was this the right month? This could have been 2021. This is an old one. I was looking at the cards that were shared. This is an old one. This is, yeah, you guys look at that. So it's September of 2021. So this one is maybe the right one. Hang on. We'll see if we can find this. Yeah, this is it. Tracy Sorge, Anna Rebadou, Jean Maxwell. Perfect. Okay, so we got this. This is right. This looks like current product. I love it. Okay, so there's a theme. I think this is the one we just, Halloween. So I always keep them every month, year after year, consistent. So Halloween, fall, and sympathy themed. And what you do is you share a picture. And so Tracy shared her picture, and she's calling out the name of the stamp set or bundle that was used. So like Bag of Bones is what Anna used. Tracy used So Sincere. Feline, look at Feline's card is here, you guys. She had a Hershey or a Heath bar in there or something. Bag of Bones. And so anyways, that's the drawing. So I have 5 people here, and one of you is going to win a door prize. And so, or I should say the prize for doing the challenge. So we're going to put 5 people in here, and when I click generate, we're going to have a winner chicken dinner. 3. Looks like 3, and 3 is, we've got Jean Maxwell. All right, congratulations to Jean. And then the class card challenge is slightly different but the same. I want to make sure that you guys are putting cards together. I won't show it to you, but like this is kind of what normally happens is class card challenge. You click on the post here, and you guys share pictures of the cards you've created with my classes. So if you get this kit from me, I want to see that you're working on getting things completed, right? Not collecting dust. And I try to keep it current so that it's for like the current month and the last month. So those that shared their class cards for the months of August and September were these 6 people. And so we are going to put in 6 here and hit the word generate. Number 3, Deanna Stell. All right, so lucky duck Deanna Stell. And then in my VIP group, you guys, that is a special group within Facebook. And it's called Cards by Christine VIPs. And I have a post in here that I pinned that, hey, fabulous customers and Be Happy Stampers. I did a video showcasing the upcoming classes for September. And so what we did is we grabbed everybody's name who said that they shared that video, right? As long as they said they shared the video, they got in on the drawing. And I'll reach out to them because I will let them pick. I have maybe about a dozen bundles here in my vault, and they can pick one for half off. And so I will put in here 23 people, and we're going to hit the word generate and see who wins. Number 6, Anna Carter. Yay, Anna. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so we had Bonnie Kemen, who won the door prize. Congratulations. Anna Carter won a half off bundle. Monthly challenge goes to Jean Maxwell, and the class card challenge to Deanna Stell. So yay to all those lucky winners. Then top fans for the month of September. It was hard to find, and that is because I didn't pin it, Donna. I feel bad I didn't pin it. Normally when I publish the post, I pin it to the top right away, and I didn't pin it. So that is my bad. I need to pin the October one too. I don't think I've done that one yet. So I got some post-it notes here. Pin to featured the challenges. All right, challenges. All right. So top fans for the month of September are, if you like, comment, and share a lot on Facebook, you get a little gem, and that little gem means you're a top fan. And so what I do is I randomly pick a few winners every month for people who are top fans. And the top fans for the month of September who get some prizes from me are Jenny Knutson and Jenna Helms and Annette Rollins. So congratulations to those 3 lovely ladies. They are my top fans winners for September. Okay, so I have just a few more things, you guys, if you will enlighten me for just a moment longer. I did not do the Happy Mail for the recent mail that I've gotten. And so if you give me just a second here, we're going to pull that back up. I have just a few cards I want to share with you. Because if I don't share them now, they won't be shared until the next time that we do a live, which would probably be Monday. So I just want to share these with you. So this is some recent mail that I got that came in. You guys, this is from Miss Pat Detlefson. I know she popped in tonight for a little bit. It says you're built Ford tough, and it's got some of the Nature's Prints paper on here. And it says you're stronger than you think. And she got the Fun Folds class from me. So that's very cool. Thank you for this card, Pat. Hi, little honey. This one is from Penny Powell from the Sunshine State. So very nice. And she used her little Stampin' Up! Note paper here. She got the Fun Folds class from me. Look at that pretty card. Very nice, using the Nature's Harvest. I think the Harvest stamp set and the Harvest dies. So very pretty, Penny. Thank you for that. And she sent me a matching envelope to use. Very cool. This one is from Ann Bellinger, you guys. Very pretty card. She said, thank you to me and all the amazing volunteers for another creative escape. So to all my helpers, you guys, Ann Bellinger sent a little note saying thank you. And she's got it very pretty. She's got like a little typewriter and lots of little strips of DSP in the background. Very pretty. That was that all dressed up bundle from a couple years ago. So thank you for that one, Ann. This one is from, I want to say it was, oh yeah, Judy Dean. Judy, yes. Judy switched from the online version of the Escape to getting a box. And so she sent me this card. I love how she used the glimmer paper with the little lightning bugs. And says, follow your dreams. It's very pretty. Thank you for that, Judy. A little inked and tiled here for you guys. And this one is from Judy Sharp. So Judy is taking a couple classes with me in the near future, so she has a lot of these little punches that kind of mix and match on the front. And then there's this dress tiled embossing folder. And then your kindness is so appreciated. So that one's from Judy Sharp. Thank you for that, Judy. This is from Donna Gruski. It was one of those paper pumpkin kits, one of my favorite ones. I loved this watercolor look of all of this. So pretty. And she's got a thank you card, and she gave me the matching envelope, so I can go ahead and use this. I will repurpose it. This guy here is from Pat Gellings. I had to think about this. Like, she got the One Horse Open Sleigh bundle. So she sent me a little note card, very pretty with all the birds on the outside here. It had some matching dies that were like hexagons that were super cool. This one, you guys, I got another matching envelope. It's got Velcro. Do you hear that? It's Velcro. So this is from Randy Schultz. She also got the Fun Folds class from me, you guys. So this is a great use of the big deckled circle, you guys. You can see the edge of it here, and then it wraps around the front here, and then she's got a little Velcro here. So cool, Randy. I didn't even realize that was the deckled rectangles until I just looked at it right now. Great use for those deckled rectangles. Very good. And then we have a little note card here. This is from Beverly Smith. She also got the Fun Folds. You guys, she ran that envelope through the embossing folder. So cool. Catherine, yes, I do remember lots of names of stuff. I do. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of ingrained in my head. This is from Susan Bellamy, you guys. This was from a class from January during sale-a-bration. This was some of that Dainty Delight sale-a-bration paper. I think it was sent to Mental Park Dyes here. That's where those come from, I think. That's what rings a bell. Some of that Night of Navy bordered trim here using Rich Razzleberry Old Olive. It was a sale-a-bration, like a Fun Folds class. This one is from, Shirley Malarkey sent this one, you guys. Some of those in-color dots and Earthen Elegance pot with some of the daisy paper here on the side. Very pretty. The thank you, I think, if I had to remember correctly, is from Pansy Patch. That's what it looks like it's from. So thank you for that, Shirley. And then I got a couple more here. It's that ombre paper that came in the sale-a-bration a couple of years ago. Art Gallery flower here. Looks like Blackberry Bliss. It kind of looks like Just Jade to me, and some really cool sequins. Thank you on the outside. And this is from Holly Paplo. Just want to say, and she glued all those in there, you guys, and stamped a little flower in there for me. So she got the Autumn IPS from me. And then Earthen Elegance again with that wavy, curvy trim. And here's the check. Oh, she got the couple classes from me as well. So lots of die cutting on here. And this one actually is from Sharon Davis, I think. Yes, Sharon Davis got this. Got an ink paper scissors from me. Very pretty. I love how she used the rose with the copper and the peacock. Very pretty. So awesome, you guys. So got through all the happy mail too to share with you. Lots of stuff, you guys. I love all the happy mail you send me. This is what's so great about doing card classes with you guys and teaching you and sharing card making with you, is that when you send me checks in the mail or when you send me thank yous, I get to see some of your creativity in return. So Jeannie Parker, you won a great class with me tonight. Yay! And winner, chicken dinner, and love you long time. That's what you get, girlfriend. So, I think we did it, you guys. I'm going to sign off, you guys. We've been live here for about 2.5 hours. So it's time to move on. And I know Bonnie's here. No, it's not. Yeah, and Lisa. Bonnie must be somewhere else. Lisa's here as well. They're getting around the raffle set up. So, all right, you guys, we're going to be live tomorrow at some point. I don't know what time, but we will have the raffle baskets all set up. And I know I have my class at 1 o'clock from 3 o'clock about to do the translucent florals class. But at some point I'm going to figure out with Bonnie what time we want to do the live. So, all right. I'm glad you guys were here for class with me tonight. And if you caught it late, you can always go back and catch the replay at any point. And you can also start and stop it. For those looking for the tutorial, give me at least till the weekend. I do have to write 2 tutorials, get them proofread, and I don't want to send them out before they're proofread, just in case there's mistakes, then you guys get bad copies. So just give me a little time before I send out the tutorials. Most of the card kits didn't get mailed anyways until today or yesterday, so you probably aren't getting them quite yet. So, but stay tuned. I'll be sending that out soon. All right, you guys, lots of love, big hugs, and sunshine to you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I'll count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,